Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om. 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 Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om.
Immediately after Pujya Mataji's Samadhi, when Pujya Swami Chidanji Maharaj came here, and when he was requested to hoist the flag, he conveyed to us that while hoisting the flag, if this bhavana is there, it will be very helpful. What is the bhavana? When the hoisting is going on, we are renewing our commitment in our sadhana. Number one, we are constantly reminded of the goal to be scaled. That is in Mataji's language, from Deha Buddhi to Vishwa Buddhi. So symbolically, the flag hoisting takes place. Om stands for the Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram, which is imprinted on the flag. It stands for the highest. So while it is being, as an individual, when we are struggling, so this gives us an impetus, a renewal that we should try, we should try, we should try. So with that bhavana, the hoisting will take place. All of us will have that bhavana while chanting Ram Nam. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om. Shri Ram सदा शक्ति बहलाने वाला, प्रेम सुधा बरसाने वाला, रामदास है प्राण हमारा, सब जग का यही सहारा, राम नाम का झंडा प्यारा। आओ प्यारे भक्तों आओ, राम नाम से धन्य हो जाओ। आओ एक साथ सब मिलकर गाओ, जीवन अपना सफल बनाओ, राम नाम है प्राण हमारा, राम नाम का झंडा प्यारा, झंडा ऊंचा रहे हमारा, राम नाम का झंडा प्यारा। श्री राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय जय राम,
श्री राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम।
Today is our Pujya Mataji's 122nd Jayanti day. It goes like any other day, but on this particular day we try to remember something that will give a boost to our spiritual sadhana. As soon as she dedicated herself totally to Papa in Kasaragod, and when she took it up sadhana with all right earnestness, exclusive, not like us, exclusive, she was able to scale within, say, 1928 to 1930, in 2 years. She was able to free herself from the Deha Buddhi, connect herself to the Vishwa Buddhi, remain as a Deha Buddhi. She says, Mataji began telling the assembled devotees, this is very important, no? What is meant by word Papa? She was very clear. Papa is so vast, limitless, infinite, that we can never describe him adequately, however much we try. He is verily the whole universe itself. What can the poor tongue of man do to describe even the smallest aspect of it? Millions of lives are not enough to describe it. So from the form, how she was able to reach to the formless. So Nama chanting going on side by side with this reflection on the indwelling, all-pervading reality. Indwelling, all-pervading reality has to be Nirguna, Nirakara, and Shashvatananda Swarup. Before meeting Papa, I did about 6 to 7 crores of God's name. But even that did not fetch me God realization or even a glimmer of it, though it led me to Papa. Now even the body consciousness is part of his infinite self, and it is instilled in us only by him. So he alone can remove it. It simply does not lie in our hands. What is in our hands is to pray to him to remove the body idea and take us into himself. Westerners, if they make up their mind, can attain God realization perhaps sooner than the people in India, because they have grit and determination. And once they make up their minds to do a thing, they usually do it. Only thing that comes in the way when it comes to God realization is their eating habits. You can never progress on the Godward path unless you eschew totally all types of food which involves the taking of life. That means non-vegetarian. You should eat sattvic food. Only then can you go into sadhana, Shuddha Sattva, which is needed to realize God. The ancients used to describe uncooked food as the best sattvic diet. That may be the reason why Papa put in me a special taste for jaggery poha, sweetened wheat and rice. Mataji then started saying that Papa, the infinite universal being, had taken a human form and was born as Ramdas in their midst to teach them to realize him within them. How did he want us to acquire that knowledge? He first gave this void a name, namely Nirguna, Nirvikara, Swarup. Then he taught us, Mataji said, she was citing her own experience, that we could realize his Nirguna Nirvikara Swarup by following the threefold path, namely contemplating on his Nirguna aspect all the time. In the form of life force, in the form of consciousness, in the form of intelligence, in the form of love, in the form of tyag, in the form of forgiveness, in the form of compassion. These are all Nirguna. No? She was citing her own example. She could realize, we could realize his Nirguna Nirvikara Swarup by following a threefold path, namely contemplating on his Nirguna aspect all the time, worshipping the same universal being as manifested in the form of the people around us, serving our Guru by serving them with, and thirdly, by constantly chanting the mantra given to us by the Guru. If we did all these three, Mataji said, we would take no time whatsoever to reveal himself to us in his universal form. Very important aspect for us. Threefold path, first contemplating on his Nirguna aspect all the time, worshipping the same universal being as manifested in the form of the people, and chanting. Not merely chanting. And that means as soon as we come out of the chanting period, we try to continue the same sadhana in the form of seva, in the form of dhyana, manana. Contemplating it, manana. Seeing him, everybody means serving others. And chanting. So Nam, Seva, Dhyana. Both should go simultaneously. So that means during the non-chanting time, we may give a little emphasis on the chanting. But during the non-chanting time, we are trying to bring all the three together. So while chanting, Mataji wanted us to contemplate upon this. Mataji wanted us to go within. Then only this Nirguna Nirakara aspect will become clear. And then come out of it and serve. Try to see him in everything. If we did all these three, Mataji said, he would take no time whatsoever to reveal himself to us in his universal form. Mataji said that to make it easy for them to understand, she had described Papa's Nirguna Nirvigar aspect as void or emptiness all around them with a motion of her hands. Mataji indicated the space between her and the listeners. It was the same emptiness that existed between earth and sky, which fact could be realized if one went into the open, say the Maidan, and looked up at the skies. With these words, Mataji concluded with a namaste and a smile. So on this day, she is giving a wonderful dimension to contemplate upon. The need to simultaneously take up this Nam Seva Dhyana. Not merely Nama, not merely Dhyana, not merely Seva. Then the Seva becomes pure, Nama becomes pure, and Dhyana becomes pure. So on this 122nd Jayanti day, Param Pujya Mataji, who is now there in our heart in the form of remembrance, we prostrate, catch hold of her holy feet mentally, and then pray to her. You were able to scale the heights in 2 years' time. We have been struggling for now decades. Please bestow your. You are seated with Him, so you can guide us. You can guide our thoughts. Whenever we go off the line, you can pull us up and put us on the rails. During the chanting, during the non-chanting time. You have been with us, you are with us. So why don't you please guide us, lead us, direct us. Enable us to have a taste of what you have tasted. With this bhavana, today we will offer our flower offering at the feet of the Holy Masters and pray to her every time when we are standing in the queue, when we are chanting, when we are hearing. This prayer should become intense. Enable me to combine these three, not as separate. And then I offer the flowers at your holy feet to bless me to have this always. You are with me. Bless me means not outside. You are within me now in the form of remembrance. Easy for me to contact you today. The moment I think about you, you are there with your loving form, ever loving form, ever protecting arm. So with that bhavana we will offer. And you, today at 9 o'clock we will have the usual flag hoisting. Param Pujya Swami Chidanji Maharaj gave us the clarity that why are we doing this? At least on the 7 days in a year, we are renewing our commitment. He said those who are hoisting the flag, those who are witnessing the flag, they are renewing the commitment to scale the heights. Every now and then we need that renewal. So this offers us an opportunity to renew our commitment. So 9 o'clock we will be there, and then Papa Mataji facilitated us to have 7 days Hare Rama Saptah. Today at 9 o'clock it will come to a close. So immediately after the flag hoisting, we will all go to Centenary Hall and take part in the concluding session, and they will also start the Hare Rama for a few minutes so that Hare Rama never stops. Till they come next year, that will be there in a subtle way. So then afterwards, 11:15 as usual, we all assemble here for Ramnam, and at about 12 o'clock, we will again try to share a few thoughts about Param Pujya Mataji's inspiring life. And then comes the Arati and everything. So these are all the basic things. With that bhavana today, we will try to, each one of us may do something extra today that will make us to remember. Whatever. It can be in the form of increasing our nama, doing some seva, contemplating upon some aspect, something more than what you and I normally do. So today is 122nd Jayanti day, I must do this work. So let that be in our heart. With that bhavana, we will offer the flowers. Hari Om, Hari Om. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Salutations to Param Pujya Papa. Salutations to Param Pujya Mataji. Salutations to Param Pujya Swamiji. Salutations to all Mahatmas. Brothers and sisters. As we shared in the morning, today is our 122nd Jayanti of Param Pujya Mataji. The very fact that we are all sitting here is because of the Sankalpa of Mataji only. Whatever daily routine we are passing through, it was all designed by Pujya Mataji only. Every moment of our life in ashram, we must keep on thinking that but for Mataji, this ashram would not have come at all. So the first we revere Mataji with a heart full of gratitude for the way in which we have been drawn here, for the way in which we have been made to associate with Papa's inspiring life and mission. And also finally how she brought Pujya Swamiji into the picture. So with a heart full of gratitude, mentally we prostrate before her holy feet and pray to her to bless us with something of what she has achieved. In that connection, she herself shares what her sadhana was. We will just read it out. In the beginning, Papa gave me the name and told me to chant it aloud and incessantly, continuously, so that its sound should fall on my ears. Then my mind started running in different directions. Till then, I was not even aware that my mind used to run in different directions. Very important. Previously, the mind was going, like all of us. But we don't know that the mind is going. So when she started chanting, the chanting gets broken. So naturally, she knows it has stopped outside. I was not even aware that my mind used to run in different directions. But as I started chanting Ram Nam, I became aware of my mind wandering. First again. When I told Papa that my mind was wandering, Papa told me not to worry, but to consider that whatever I saw, whatever I heard, whatever I felt was him and him alone. Because in our mind we have partition, This is spiritual, this is unspiritual. So when the mind goes to the labeled unspiritual, we are upset. Mataji faced that problem. So then Papa gives a wonderful dimension. We have to keep on reflecting and try in our own way. When I became aware of my wanderings, then I told Papa that my mind was wandering. Papa told me not to worry, but to consider that whatever I saw, whatever I heard, whatever I felt was with him and him alone. There is nothing other than him. So whatever I did was his service. From the individual to the universal. How did Mataji reach that stage? From the Deha Buddhi to Vishwa Buddhi. From the individual to the universal. How Papa initiated? Whatever thoughts that come up, that is also from him. So we bring in his dimension. Whatever I do, that is also Him. Wherever we do, whatever we do. Whatever I heard, whatever I felt was with Him and Him alone. So whatever I did was His service, all were His forms, and whatever service I rendered to whomsoever I rendered was in fact service to Papa's forms. Papa told me to make my mind dwell on His different divine attributes. Papa, thou art Nirguna, Nirakara, Nirvikara. Thou art eternal, infinite, all-pervading. Thou hast become everything, thou art beyond everything. Such a Papa is seated in my heart. Thus Papa made me to do Bhakti Yoga, taking His name incessantly, Jnana Yoga, contemplating on His attributes, Karma Yoga, serving all His forms simultaneously. On the 122nd birthday, she is trying to touch and kindle in us. You are also doing, but you still feel the inadequacy, incompleteness. All of us feel miles to go, miles to go, miles to go. Because we have not come out of the me and mine. Outwardly we may be doing something, but in our heart of heart, whether the me and mine, the dominance of me and mine is reduced. Dehabhuti. So how did she do that? How did she come out of it? But this is how she tried to universalize the outlook. Once again we will read. We may please keep on reflecting upon it. In the beginning, Papa gave me the name and told me to chant it aloud and incessantly so that its sound should fall on my ears. Then my mind started running in different directions. Till then, I was not even aware that my mind used to run in different directions. But as I started chanting Ram Nam, I became aware of my mind's wanderings. When I told Papa that my mind was wandering, Papa told me not to worry, but to consider that whatever I saw, whatever I heard, whatever I felt was Him and Him alone. That means you have to take out the label, Another. That label we have to pull it out. Tough job. Because in our mind we have partitioned, this is spiritual, this is unspiritual. To take out this label is the toughest job, but we are now told by Mataji. That is how she could scale the heights. So whatever I did was His service, all were His forms. Right from the moment we get up in the morning until we retire to bed, whatever we do, whether arranging our bedspread properly after getting up, keeping the pillow in its own place, taking the brush and the paste and brushing the teeth, open the tap, close the tap. Like that, whatever we do, we should try to associate with Seva too. All were His forms, and whatever service I rendered to whomsoever I rendered was in fact service to Papa's forms. Papa told me to make my mind dwell on His divine attributes. Papa, thou art Nirgun, Nirakar, Nirvikar. Papa, thou art eternal, infinite, all-pervading. Thou hast become everything. Thou art beyond everything. Such a Papa is seated in my heart. Thus Papa made me to do Bhakti Yoga by taking His name, Jnana Yoga, contemplating on His attributes, Karma Yoga, serving all as His form simultaneously. In those days, I used to get easily angry, and sometimes I beat the children also. Some people in the house could not stand the sight, went and complained to Papa. So Papa called me one day and asked me to stop beating the children. Papa told me, what is the use of your doing all the Ram Nam if you let your temper get the better of you? Another clue for all of us. If we lose our temper, Ram Nam is not helping us. What is the use of your doing all the Ram Nam if you let your temper get the better of you? Papa asked me if I would not feel it if anybody else lost their temper in front of me. Then Papa asked me, what if Ramdas were to do like this? Then I agreed, and if Papa did it, I would definitely feel it. Papa then said, it is Ramdas alone in all these forms, whether as children or grown-ups. So remember, you are beating Ramdas himself in those forms. From that moment, I stopped getting angry or beating the children. This was how Papa made me control my temper. Mataji said that she continued to talk with Papa when she was all by herself. Inner dialogue. When we are alone, we try to develop the communion with him. These are all points on the sadhana, We have all been doing it. Mataji said that she continued to talk with Papa when she was all by herself. She would put before him with all sorts of questions. Either I talk to Papa within me, or I sit quiet and lose myself in Papa's eternal being. For example, last night, just before going to sleep, I told Papa, Papa, you have given pension to my ears, eyes, legs, etc. What do you want me to do? Papa replied, don't worry, you carry on with your work. Ramdas will do his part. Mataji laughed, recalling this talk, and said, when Papa speaks like that, I have to fall silent and soon go to sleep. So this is another method Papa himself was doing it, this dialogue. So whenever I feel, there is complaint, grumbling, I must report it to him first rather than to the outside. Then we will find mysteriously the answer coming and we become sober. Because we have handed over. We have handed over that issue to him. We all may get irritated. We all may get upset. We all may get... So at that time, Mataji is practical ways, There is no tall talk here. Like all of us, she was also inspired, but when she was trying to move towards, all these hurdles, obstacles were there. And like a child, she will recall everything one by one, which we are all now undergoing. But in her case, she was very, very sincere and intense. We just brush aside and go. And she was trying to bring in the 2 years, She joined Papa, she dedicated herself to Papa in 1928. And in 1930, she had passed the Dehabuddhi stage. We are watching ourselves. So taking cue from her life, inspiring life, we pray to her now on this 122nd Jayanti day. You made Papa to give us this holy and all-powerful Ram Nam. You shared with us your own life. We cannot follow you because you are exclusively sitting. We are trying to do it in the midst of so many activities in which the me and mine is predominant. We may call it as ashram seva, that's all. But the me and mine is intact. We are not exclusively sitting to realize Him. You did that. But you have not provided such an opportunity for us. You made us to involve in so many things where the me and mine is predominant, and we also try to do something during Ramnam chanting, satsang or bhajan. Again we are back to square one. So Mataji kindly touch and kindles such of this potentiality by which we don't get influenced by this me and mine, and gradually take us to the stage where you started. With that prayer and with a heart full of gratitude, we offer our humble mental prostrations at your holy feet. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Thank you.